Today is Wednesday, September 4th. Good morning from the Civic Media News Desk. I'm Joanne Krulotz. Platteville police are trying to identify a body found Monday night. 2 people called in to the police saying they found what appeared to be a body in the woods. The state crime lab has collected the remains and will try to determine how the person died and who they are. Anyone with information is asked to call the Platteville Police Department. Children around Wisconsin are back in school this week. Wisconsin law enforcement agencies are asking drivers to keep those children in mind by being alert and cautious, putting down phone, obeying posted speed limits, and sharing the road with young pedestrians. According to research by the National Safety Council, most of the children who lose their lives in school bus-related incidents are 4 to 7 years old, and they're walking. In addition to stopping for buses with their stop arm extended, motorists should always stop for a school patrol officer or crossing guard holding up a stop sign. Gao will fight to keep his tenure in front of the UW Board of Regents Personnel Committee later this month. The committee will then draft a recommendation for the full Board of Regents to consider. Universities of Wisconsin officials are looking to revoke Gao's tenure over pornographic videos he and his wife made and posted online in July. UW La Crosse's faculty committee unanimously recommended Gao have his tenure revoked and be fired. Revoking Gao's tenure would strip him of pension fund, and he'd lose his teaching position in the communications department. Gao was fired as UW La Crosse's chancellor last December. Richland Center has hired a new city clerk. At last night's city council meeting, Alderperson Melanie Walters reported that Amanda Keller of Richland Center, who has been serving as the administrative assistant for a short time, has been hired to serve as the new city clerk. Walters also announced that the position of zoning administrator has finally been filled. Economic Development Director Jason Glassbrenner also reported to the council that the grant package to do work needed by the city for the new hospital location was approved. Alderperson Mark Chambers announced that a new shelter is coming to the splash pad at Crosscut Park. The improvements at the splash pad are being funded by the Rotary Club. Chambers also reported that the park board is discussing new lighting at Crosscut Park. Alderperson Karen Tepley advised the council that while the city recently installed Wayfair signs so visitors can easily find areas of town, there is something new to come. She announced that the city will be placing trailhead signs marking the access points for the bike trail. The Richland Center City Council also approved a number of items at last night's meeting. Items included an application by the Marion M. Carley Revocable Trust to divide a parcel of land located at 286 West 6th Street. The request includes making the Dario a standalone building and to tear down the housing that is attached to it. The old housing will be replaced with 2 detached duplexes. Also approved was a renewal of legal services with App Swain Law LLC at $150 an hour. This contract maintains Michael Windle as the city attorney. Modification of the industrial park parcel boundaries, a temporary Class B picnic license for the Greater Richland Area Chamber for Hispanic Heritage Day at Crosscut Park September 14th, a temporary Class B beer and Class B wine license for the Greater Richland Area Chamber of Commerce for a beer and wine walk on October 4th, and a temporary Class B beer and Class B wine license for Richland County Performing Arts Council for a concert on October 11th. City Administrator Ashley Oliphant also invites anyone who would like to give of their time to the city to find opportunities on the city's website. Opportunities to serve on a committee, board, or commission to influence local governance and promote positive change are possible. It's an opportunity to bring your perspectives and skills to the table. Simply go online to richlandcenterwi.gov, click on the Government tab, and then Opportunities to Serve. A public information meeting regarding the findings of the Richland campus and governmental buildings feasibility study conducted by Venture Architects will be held this evening. During this time, Venture Architects will present the findings of their evaluations of the Richland campus as well as the Richland County Courthouse and Community Services Building. This will be the first time anyone has heard the findings, including the Richland County Board of Supervisors. Dave Turk serves as the board chair.
we're looking forward to hearing the information Wednesday night as much as the public, and then we have to start really thinking about stuff. So we know it's been a slower process than people would have liked, and we would love to have answers a lot quicker than we have, but we also, as Candace said, we need to do this right. So we want to be careful, get all the information we need, and then make the best decisions we can.
Beginning at 6 this evening at the White House Ramada Inn Banquet Room, Venture Architects will relay its findings to everyone in the community at the same time. County Administrator Candace Pesch urges all interested parties to attend.
You can park around the back and enter in the banquet room doors from the back parking lot, especially for those that access is a challenge. That way you don't have to worry about stairs or an elevator. Otherwise, you can come in the main front doors and go right down the stairs, and you will be right down into the banquet room.
A virtual option will also be available for those needing it through the Richland County government website. No future plans for the campus will be discussed at this time. Judging begins today at the Richland County Fair. Judging for flowers and houseplants, foods, and photography will begin at 8 o'clock. Today is also entry day for swine from 10 to 2 and beef, sheep, goats, rabbits, and poultry from 10 to 4. Vet checks will be held at 5. 4-H weigh-in for sheep and goats will be held at 6. The Coon Creek Community Watershed Council is celebrating its third season, as well as its 91st anniversary of the nation's first watershed conservation project, which was centered in Coon Valley. A meeting at the Coon Valley Conservation Club today will include live music, a community dinner, a State of the Watershed address, and other conservation project updates from watershed residents, a tour of a project CCWC funded at the Coon Valley Conservation Club, and more. Dinner and music will begin at 5:30, followed by the State of the Watershed address and other speakers at 6:30. The Coon Valley Conservation Club is located at S1005 Knutson Lane in Coon Valley. The event is free and all are welcome. Guests are encouraged to bring their own picnic wear. The American Red Cross is urging you to make the gift of life through a blood donation. Due to an emergency blood shortage, blood donors of all types, especially those with type O blood, are urged to give as soon as possible to help patients receive life-saving medical care. Your opportunity to give the gift of life will be available Friday from 11:30 to 5:30 at the Mineral Point Rescue Squad building. To make an appointment, download the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visit redcrossblood.org, or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Wisconsin lawmaker urges NFL and Packers to pull out of the Brazil game. Republican State Representative John Mako says not only should the game be played in the U.S. for safety, but also out of principle and moral obligation. Mako cites several issues, including a contentious election, censorship, and growth in crime for why the game should be moved. Friday's game between the Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles at Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo marks the first ever in South America. 23-year-old Chad Richards has been arrested in connection in the shooting death of 21-year-old Kara Welsh. Whitewater police responded to an apartment Friday night and found Welsh dead of multiple gunshot wounds. Investigators determined an argument between Welsh and Richards preceded the shooting. Richards faces charges including first-degree intentional homicide. Welsh was a national champion gymnast and two-time All-American for UW Whitewater.